and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Mariota. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Conner going to get it again on second down. A first down for Conner and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Mariota buying time to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mariota now. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 12, Mariota steps away to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play fake. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. To throw is Mariota. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson steps away. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st down, it's Connor. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach
shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They hand it off to Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and more.
54, right there, 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Touchdown, Packers! For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Mariota. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! James Conner from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Wilson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again here, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Wilson dancing to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Mariota. Here's a diving catch right side. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Packers 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's it. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota towards the end zone for Brown. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Mariota will look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Mostert with a carry on 1st down, but he is not going anywhere as he is brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mostert. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game. 4th quarter, a lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 4. Mariota completes it to Hardman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw, Mariota. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Over toward the sideline for Waller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mariota flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's at the 50. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Butker's kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that would might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense